Alright, guys, welcome to day 28 of my startup in Canada. It's Christmas Eve. Today, everything is closed, and I got sucked into watching a set of videos about a business in India, and I want to present it as a case study where to understand the difference between growth hacking and fraud. For non-Hindi speakers, here's a quick background, quick context. Recently, a big motivational speaker in India named Sandeep Maheshwari, who has more than 20 million followers, raised questions on the business model of another big motivational speaker in India, Vivek Bindra, who sells business courses to recent graduates in India. And Sandeep claimed that Vivek's business model is complete fraud, it's a scam. Now I digged into the Vivek's interviews and his business model and tried to understand, and I read between the lines and used my own experience to really understand what he's saying. Now he has built a very interesting business model which I want to present next. Also, before going to the business model, I want to present the size of business that Vivek has built. So he has sold his course to around 200,000 students for a fees of around $500 per student, and that makes it around $100 million of total sale, which is actually in India a lot of money, equivalent to like $1 billion in America maybe. First, let's look at the Vivek Bindra's story as he likes to present to the world. So he is a very accomplished person. He's a medical doctor, and the government of India recognized his contribution and launched stamps in his name, postal stamps, and he has these followers and colleagues who have themselves become very successful by following his course. They regularly post pictures on Instagrams with luxurious cars, big homes, and foreign vacations. And so he puts out so much of content on YouTube, which is actually genuinely of very good quality. Where he talks a lot about business, presents animations to explain the concepts and make them more engaging. And he has a massive following, and on that following, he talks about some special courses. By doing these courses, the recent graduates or the youngsters will be able to start their own business and earn themselves millions of rupees. And then, of course, some students take their courses, then they recommend to their friends because they like it, and then they get. And these friends also take courses and become more, and this is how the business is growing with the word of mouth and affiliate marketing. And since it is based on affiliate, he's a special system of assuring the quality of sale, that nobody's cheating anyone, that affiliates are not going over the board in making wrongful claims. So Vivek Bindra is very clear about in every platform that he has a money back guarantee. Anybody who doesn't like the course will get money back, so there's no risk in taking the course, no risk in buying the course. And he ensures, like, since there is a huge network of affiliates which sells his course on his behalf, he has a system for quality of sale. So immediately after someone buys a course and the money has been paid, someone from the quality of sale department will call this person, have a video call with him, and explain to him what all he gives in the course. And if the person who sold him told him exactly what is expected, so that there's no miscommunication, and this person, the student, has the chance to get out, and all the money will be paid back if he decides to go out and decide that the person who was the affiliate actually gave him wrong information. So he's very conscious about the quality. And top of this all, his auditor is Ernst and Young. It's a very reputed company which doesn't even take any shady business as his client, and it audits his entire business. He has been awarded by the government of India for regular filing of tax. He's very regular with, like, on the 30th of every month he pays the salaries of all his employees. So everything about him is super clean. Everything is a genuine business. There's no fraud, no scam anywhere. Now let me just quickly bring out all the loopholes in his story. Number one, he is not a doctor. He got a PhD degree from some university which is not even recognized by the Sri Lankan government. It's a university in Sri Lanka. So he went to Sri Lanka, he went to this shady university, he did a PhD course by paying, not even by attending, but by paying some amount of money, and he got this doctor degree, which is actually means doctorate in philosophy and not a medical doctor. So he understands so well the psychology of Indian people that Indian people are very conscious of education and give a lot of merit, a lot of weightage to education. So he's able to get this thin education, thin credentials. And also another form in which he gets thin credentials is this postal stamps. Interestingly, it's not the government of India honored him with these postal stamps. Anyone can pay the money and get postal stamps in his name. So this is how he gets these credentials. Now his YouTube content is actually very good quality. So he gives a lot of very valuable stuff for free. Actually, that's a very generic principle that everybody is following in the business world, you know. And most of the times it is a very common thing that to give out valuable information as free, and sometimes the paid one is not as valuable. So I would give him some slack there. So his genuine content marketing. But what's not genuine or probably a little misleading is that his claims, like he posts a lot of luxury pictures. His colleagues and his followers post that to build an impression that everybody's earning a lot of money. I don't know if it is true or not, but again, it's part of marketing. Maybe when he posts the pictures, he doesn't make the claim that this person owns this picture or everybody can earn this much money, but people assume that. So that is again his shrewdness. So interestingly, the entire loophole story that I will tell you, you'll see that he doesn't lie anywhere, but he still cheats by misleading, by deceiving, which will be a topic that I will consider later. So now he gets these people on course, they enroll the course, they pay money because they think, in his course he said that you can earn like millions of rupees by doing this course, and even while doing the course people start earning money. And if you're not satisfied, then you'll be given entire money back for the course, and there's absolutely no risk, only something to be gained, right? So yeah, people take this course. That part is very easy to understand why people buy this course, and especially when it is sold by their own friends. They say that I have done this course, I have benefited, now you can also benefit. Then immediately after, he says that there's a quality of sale call. Now interestingly, he claims, Vivek claims that it's a quality of sale call for the benefit of the other person who has bought the course, but no, it's for the benefit of Vivek, because he wants to stay clear of the legal issues and also of claims of refund. So this call, although he claims it's a quality of sale call, this is actually a call to tell this other person that this refund will only happen if you follow all of these steps, and if you don't follow all these steps, then we are not responsible and we will not get the refund. So actually that is the entire purpose of that call, and to record that thing to show to this person and to show anyone else later on that this person agreed to this, and we are not refunding him because he did not follow steps. So now, of course, nobody gets a refund. That's why people claim it's a fraud, it's a scam. Now, interestingly, he says that he has Ernst & Young as auditor. They have a big company, a big reputed firm like that audits his entire business, so it cannot be wrong. But no auditor audits the entire business. They only audit the accounts. Auditing the accounts means whatever the amount received, whether he paid the taxes, yeah, that part they audited, and he's clean on that, So he's actually clean on a lot of legal fronts and a lot of things, but he still deceives by misleading. Now again, the steps that the student agrees to be eligible for a refund are actually very difficult. Nobody can follow those, so of course nobody will be able to actually claim the refund later on. So that's how the problem begins. But then these people are not stupid, these children, they understand that this is how they got trapped, so they do ask for refund, they do feel cheated, but then there's no recourse because they think that they already signed for something, and somewhere they are also wrong. And on top of it, during this whole period when people are really unsure of how it is going to help them, he actually tells them to sell his own course forward to their friends. Actually, he tells them that he can make it as an affiliate business and sell to anyone, but see, he doesn't give the techniques and tools to sell to anyone, and it's not easy to make cold calls and sell to anyone. You cannot. So that he himself claims that the conversion ratio of this is like 100 to 1. So of course, when you're selling to your friends, you can still convert, but if you're just trying to reach out to strangers, it will be probably 10,000 to 1 or 10,000 to 5 or 6, and hardly you'll make any money after so much effort. So it's definitely not worth it. The only reason it is worth it is because you can sell to 1 or 2 of your friends. You can also get kind of dupe them and then earn some commission out of it, and that's how some people are able to make some money from this whole program. So it's really a fraud, which is multi-level marketing, kind of multi-level, because it kind of creates a pyramid. But again, Vivek Bindra is very shrewd. He says that this is not a multi-level marketing because there's only one level, the company and the affiliates. But actually it's multi-level because every person in the affiliate who takes a course becomes a link in the chain for the next person, and this is how it propagates. So it's kind of like a pyramid, though not exactly multi-level marketing. So yeah, he's very good at playing with these words. Also, Vivek talks about having built a multi-level layers of customer care where a consumer who is not satisfied can move up the ladder up to 10 levels to raise his request up. But to me it just sounded like he doesn't want to give the money back, and that's why he just want to waste the time of consumer and have him put so much more effort that he gives up somewhere in between. Now, before we conclude that he's just a con man, I want to emphasize the point that during this entire story, this entire business, he doesn't lie at any point. He just misleads. And is that illegal? I think it will be legal, because I'm not an expert in law. I will not go into that. But what I've seen is like so many of the startups and businesses operate like this, like from big businesses like Tata and Google and Facebook. Everybody knows that nobody makes money from Google ads. 95% of the businesses, they lose money. So the story there is like, you start making ads, then you lose money, and then you optimize, and then it starts to actually deliver returns. But hardly anyone gets the returns from this Facebook or Google ads. So all the big companies, everybody's really building these kind of models. But at the same time, 99% of the people who take Vivek's course do not feel satisfied. Now, interestingly, I do not think that his courses are worthless. Definitely, they will have a lot of interesting stuff in that, but the consumer has a completely different mind, different image. Something that will earn him millions of dollars. It's that kind of course, but nothing can be put in paper that can actually have that kind of information. So even if his course is very good, it will never be enough to satisfy the consumer if he has that kind of expectations. So, so I'm not here to judge, but I'm just here to raise a question. Like, and this is a question that I'm still thinking, and it's like, what? Like, clearly this Vivek dude is very intelligent, very smart. He has a strong pulse on the market. He's charismatic. He's knows what he's talking about. He has built businesses himself, and he's actually teaching the same principles to others, like using content marketing, using selling, sales scripts, and all to sell his own course. Yes, but he's giving information out there. He's bringing best people to write these courses, putting a lot of effort into making the content, free content on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure that the course that he builds also has a lot of interesting content. But at the end of the day, consumer is not happy and not satisfied, because it's very hard to satisfy the consumer in India. Now my question is, like, such a smart, intelligent person, why does he choose this scam business kind of a model where consumer is not finally satisfied? Why cannot he just create a business where everybody would have been happy? A person of his level of intellect can do that. And that question is bothers me, like, really, because there's a possible answer that in India it's not even possible to that, and maybe not even globally. But okay, I don't have the answer.